Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off this presentation on escape sequences in Python. Today, we'll explore understanding special characters in strings. We'll cover what escape sequences are, why they matter, and how to use them effectively in your Python programs. So let's get started and see how these little characters can make a big difference in your coding. So what exactly is an escape sequence? Well, it's a specific combination of characters that starts with a backslash, which is written as a backslash. This backslash signals that the characters following it are special and need to be interpreted differently. Escape sequences are really useful because they allow us to represent characters that are usually hard to type directly, like new lines or tabs, without breaking the flow of our code. You'll find these sequences used inside strings to perform particular formatting tasks or to include characters that would otherwise be tricky to include directly. For example, if we want a new line or a quotation mark inside a string, escape sequences are the way to do it. Understanding escape sequences is key to mastering how text is formatted and displayed in programming, which ties into our overall theme of effective coding techniques. Let's take a closer look at some common escape sequences that you'll encounter when working with strings in programming. First up is \n, which stands for a new line. So, when you see \n, it tells the program to move to the next line, which is really useful for formatting output nicely. Next is \t, representing a tab space, helping you add indentation or spacing within your text to improve readability. Moving on, we have \, which is used to include a single quote inside a string that's wrapped in single quotes. Otherwise, it might cause a syntax error. Similarly, \/ allows you to insert a double quote inside a string enclosed by double quotes, maintaining the integrity of your text. The \/ escape sequence is for inserting a literal backslash, since a single backslash is used to introduce escape sequences itself. Then there's \r, the carriage return, which moves the cursor back to the beginning of the line without advancing to a new line. This can be useful in certain output scenarios. The \b escape sequence stands for backspace, which deletes the previous character, often used in more dynamic text outputs. Understanding these escape sequences is fundamental because they give you control over how strings are displayed and manipulated, which ties into the overall theme of mastering string handling in programming. Let's look at some practical examples of how print statements work in Python. In the first example, when I write print, hello \n world, the \n acts as a line break, so the output appears on two lines, hello and then world. It's a simple way to add a new line in your output. Moving to the second example, print Python \t programming uses the tab character \t, which inserts some horizontal space. So when you run this, it displays Python followed by a tab space, then programming, making the output look a bit more spaced out. Finally, the third example shows how to include quotes inside your string. By writing print, she said, the backslashes escape the inner quotes, allowing them to be displayed as part of the output. So it prints, she said, hello. These examples highlight how special characters like \n, \t, and escape sequences with backslashes help us control the formatting of our printed output in Python. They're very handy for making our program's output clear and visually organized, which ties back to the overall theme of writing effective and readable code. So why do we actually use escape sequences? Well, first off, they help us format strings properly. Without them, our output can look messy or confusing. They're also essential when we want to include quotes within strings, since quotes are normally used to define the start and end of a string. Escape sequences let us insert those quotes without ending the string prematurely. Another key point is that escape sequences make our text more readable and structured. They help organize the output so it's clear and easy to understand. And importantly, they give us control over the output format in our programs. Whether we're adding new lines, tabs, or other spacing, escape sequences make those adjustments straightforward. Overall, they're a powerful tool to ensure our text looks just right and our programs behave predictably when displaying information. Let's wrap up with a quick summary of escape sequences. They all start with a backslash, which is represented as backslash. These sequences are incredibly useful because they allow us to include special characters in our strings that would otherwise be difficult to represent. For example, \n creates a new line, \t adds a tab space, and using backslash allows us to include double or single quotes inside a string without ending it prematurely. The double backslash is used when we actually want to display a backslash character itself. Overall, escape sequences are essential for formatting and improving the readability of our Python programs, especially when working with text that needs specific structure or special characters. They help us communicate more clearly and make our code more flexible and expressive.